If you're new here, welcome to the AutoLust YouTube channel. If you're already an AutoLust family member, thank you. And what's swinging, gang? As you can see, we're picking up exactly where we left off. That's tuning this monster known as Sasha. So we're actually on the 4th revision, you know, and I actually ended my 3rd revision of the tune with shifting from 3rd to 4th gear, because if you don't know, I'm letting you guys see this entire custom tune from UMP Tuning, you know. So I'm recording exactly what it looks like. As you can see here, let me flip this camera. BootMod has a new update, so the live gauges look different, but I will be screen recording those live gauges so you guys can see exactly what the gauges look like as I'm doing the pulls, you know. So I'm letting the transmission and stuff come up to temp now, to the temp it needs to be in order to do these pulls. And then I'm gonna do a wide open throttle from 3rd to 4th manual, because you want to get it all the way up to 7,000, you know, and shift into 4th and, you know, pull it out a little bit so he can see exactly what everything looks like. But as I told you a few seconds ago, I did do this type of pull before, and for some reason the BM3 software was like glitching out or bugging out. Maybe it was time for an update, but I will show you guys those pulls. I mean, the gauges were freezing, but you can pretty much see what was going on. So I'll show you both of those pulls now. The first one, I misshifted, you know, because this car builds RPM so fast now, you know, it caught me off guard. But the second one, I shifted perfectly. So I'll show you guys both of those, and then we'll get into the new one. Okay, so that's both of those shifts. So now that I have the car warmed up, you know, my transmission is about 175, exactly where I like it at before I beat on it. You know, I do have a stage 2 built transmission that's good for around 1,400 foot-pounds of torque and 1,200 horsepower. So yeah, my transmission is built to handle this type of you know, the type of grunt that she's gonna have installed. So yeah, let's get into this new pull since I have an update, and I'm excited to see what this new one do. You know, I'm already peaking out at around 31, 32 PSI boost, you know, so I don't know if we're gonna go any higher than that or not. You know, it all depends on what's going on with the engine parameters and stuff like that. And I will be asking my tuner what made him pull off of tuning, meaning what did I run out of first, whether it's fueling, because I have an extremely stout fueling system, but I can go even further, deeper into the fueling system if I want. It is some headroom there to go deeper, and or the turbos, you know, it's gonna be one of those two. So I'll let you guys know as well once we get towards the end of tuning. But yeah, let's get this pull in. Okay, we just did that run and we got another revision already. So I already flashed the new revision, so let's get into that one. You know, so this is revision number 4, I think, or 5, 4 or 5. I think it's technically number 4, because when I first start shifting through gears, it wasn't a re-download of the map. It was that same map. So this is technically revision 4. So yeah, let's see exactly what this does. For some odd reason, the phone went to horizontal mode, and I usually screen record the revision pulls with landscape mode if I'm not mixing those up. But I mean, it looks a little better, and it takes up more of the screen being horizontal, but you also see less of the live data. So I'm going to make sure to lock the phone in vertical mode so you guys can see more of the live data from now on. Okay, so I think that's actually the last revision we're gonna do today. I sent him that log, and the car feels crazy. And I don't understand completely how tuning works, but the logs you guys see is totally different from the actual, driving of the car. Because me doing, I'm doing a log where I'm recording the car go from third gear to fourth gear in manual, so I'm starting off in third gear and putting the gas to the floor. So it's in manual, so there's no kick down. So it's going to gradually go all the way up, and then I shift, and then, she's getting into more boost and stuff now. But when you drive the car regularly, like automatic transmission with kick down, she she she's insane. I mean, I can't even explain to you the type of power she has now, and she's not even done tuning. Like, she picks up so fast and so quick. It's like it's almost a blur instantly. Like, whatever on the side of you becomes a blur like that. That's how, I mean, Sasha is nasty. I can't wait to get her to the track to see what type of times she runs with the current mods I have now. You know, uh, like I told you guys, or if you don't know, the current X6M, X5M world record is a 9.3. And I think that's with full interior, no weight savings, because I'm doing everything full interior. If you got to strip the car down to make it fast, it wasn't fast to begin with. So I'm doing all of my runs, including the world record run, full interior. And my seats weigh about 70 pounds a piece. So they're not light, 60 pounds, something like that, because it has massage, heating, cooling. The X6M is the biggest seats in BMW history. They're one piece seat that goes from the floor all the way up. It's about this much room from the floor to the ceiling of the car. That's how big the seats are. So they're very big and bolstery, and they're just huge. So I'm not doing any weight saving. So I don't know. We'll see if she can break the record the way she is now, or at least get close to it. But yeah, I mean, and also, like, she's the highest amount of boost I done made so far is 36 point something psi. So she's close to 40 pounds of boost. And I'm on hybrid turbos, so that's good boost for hybrid turbos. So at least that's what she's peaking at. The peak numbers, like the highest she's ever touched so far, is over 36 pounds. So I'm satisfied with the way tuning is going, and I'm gonna continue to keep you guys involved as I'm tuning the car. And of course, you guys are gonna see what she does right onto the track. I'm not gonna do any practice runs or anything. You guys are gonna see everything. Like you were there with me. So like, share, and subscribe. And AutoLust out.